Keep pressing in, oh Lord. She keep ignoring my calls and blocking me on everything, bitch. Oh no. And it's my fault.
Okay, hello people. So this video is about how I got fired. I mean, can I even really say that? No, and you'll find out why. Okay, so first of all, my ex-job was a dessert artist at a dessert restaurant. So just from the start, it's like, okay, well, what is that? And I just found this job off like Indeed. I really couldn't find anything else, so I was like, okay, cool. So I'm working there for a few months and I didn't really have like that much of a problem with it. The only thing that really bothered me is when I had to do dishes. So I never really did that many dishes in the beginning. Like I would do dishes maybe once out of 10 shifts or something, so it wasn't that bad. Like they would usually have someone else doing it, or a dishwasher or whatever. They had a dishwasher at the time, but I guess that he was unreliable. So it got to be the point where I was doing dishes multiple shifts, and mind you, I was hired to be a dessert artist. That's my job title, so it was just starting to piss me off a little that I would be on dishes 3 out of 5 shifts that I would come in. It's half my job now. So if you want me to be a dishwasher, we can negotiate and change my title or something, but I don't want to just continue to come in and be a dishwasher when that's not my job. So I went to my boss the one day after she had said oh, we got this new apron for dishwashing. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm not a dishwasher. So I was like, hey, can I actually talk to you about dishwashing? And she's like, yeah. So we go into the office and I tell her that it's kind of frustrating me that I've been on dishes so many times, considering that that's not what I was hired for. That's basically what I said. And she was like, oh, well, yeah, we have a rotation, everyone goes through it, you have to do it, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, fine, that's fine. I just haven't seen other people going through the cycle as much as I'm on dishes. Not as many people were put on dishes, because I've been on dishes this many times I've come in. So I was just annoyed. I could kind of tell that she was annoyed too, and I just didn't really have a good feeling, and I was already so pissed. I was just like, whatever, I don't fucking care. I'm gonna say it, I'm gonna be honest. At that point I was ready to quit just because of all the bullshit. I didn't want to wash dishes, so that's fine. I talked to her, she's like, oh yeah, I'll take care of it, whatever. So I leave, and then I go on a short trip, and when I come back, it's the weekend, and I'm trying to find the schedule so that I can know if I'm going to be working today. Today's Monday. I text one of the managers, didn't answer me at all. No response, so that's cool, great. And then I texted another, a new hire, someone who got hired after me, and I find out that my name is not on the schedule, the new schedule at all. So I'm like, great. And this wasn't a surprise to me, because they actually have been doing that to other people pretty much the entire time that I've worked there. There would be a new hire that they would hire, and then they just don't work out, I guess, so they don't reschedule them, which is a little different than them hiring someone and then going months and months and months. I've been working there for months, and they're just gonna not schedule me at all. I was like, okay, well, that's weird. I mean, they did it to a waiter who had been there longer than me, so I didn't really not expect it, but at the same time I didn't expect it, I guess, because I just thought, okay, well, I actually do my job well. I never call off. I'm not really late. There has to be a reason to fire someone, but they're not firing me. They're not firing me. They're just dropping me from the schedule. So I text my boss pretty much as soon as I see it, as soon as I see the schedule and my name's not in it, I'm like, oh, okay. So she responds in just the most annoying way possible. Like, she says, oh, hey, yeah, there's just no available shifts right now, so yeah, we have too many new hires. So, like, I'll call you if we need you, or I'll let you know. And she finishes it by just saying, oh, thanks, like, whatever, thanks. I'm like, okay, yeah, thank you for hiring me, and then not scheduling me. I mean, okay, so I'm not gonna be totally blameless. Like, I was only working like a couple shifts a week, like 3 shifts, and I was going to college, and like I had the schedule set as work these days, and then I wanted to have the days specifically that I was going to school for school and only go to school those days. So I wasn't scheduled for those days. And I had told her that I didn't want to work weekends either. So whatever, like I'm not totally blameless in this. I've been more available, but still, we agreed upon in the beginning when I got hired, I'm going to be a dessert artist, not a dishwasher, and also I'm going to be working 3 shifts a week. So I'm not on the schedule at all. She texts me back that. So I text her back after and say, okay, I got hired to work 3 shifts a week, and I'm not going to be able to pay my rent, so I'm gonna need a week's pay or something until I can find another job, or put me back on the schedule. Like, if you're gonna fire me, and if I'm gonna be a worker there still, and I'm gonna be on call, whatever that means, like, I'll let you know. Okay, well, you have to let me know now. It's my job, like, I'm not going to be able to afford my bills. So that's just super annoying. And they also were just being shady, like, the entire time I worked there. They tried to implement some stupid card system where you get a separate bank account, and then you can only take the money out that you make from this job with this card that you get in the bank account. And that was just dumb to me. They had everyone signing up for it, and everyone was like, just signing their names and not really reading the paper, whatever. Then this one girl, she wanted to take it home to show her parents about it, and they like didn't want her to do that. They were like, no, you gotta sign it right here. It's gotta be today. Everyone needs to do this. It seemed like it was mandatory. So then someone finally was like, oh, I just want paper checks. And then they said, oh, okay, yeah, if you just want paper checks, then whatever, just have paper checks. So I was like, okay, I'll just do that because I don't want this dumb card system anyways. I opened my checking account, the only bank account that I have for my jobs, to get a check and cash it there. Like, why would I want to open whatever. So they were being really weird about it, not wanting this girl to take it home. She's like, okay, could I send a picture of it to my family so that they can review it and let me know if it's a good idea for me? Which I don't think is that big of a deal. I mean, if it's legal and if it's just some dumb other bank account, then why would it matter if she's sending a picture of it? But they were being super weird about it. Like, the one owner is a woman, and then she has a husband there who's also an owner, but she's like the bigger face of the business. Like, you really only would ever see her. Like, he would come in sometimes on the weekends. I never really liked him. He was always kind of creepy. Like, I don't know, my mom had this boss when she was younger who used to like smell her hair, and he never did anything like that, but honestly, I just kind of feel like he wanted to or something, like sniff my hair. He was just so weird. Like, he would get so close to me when he was explaining things to me. And then after like the whole card system, it actually came out later that he was making commission off that, which he had said to the girl who wanted to take it home and show her parents. No, I'm not making commission. He said that to her. No, I'm not making commission off it. And then some other girl like somehow like got this paper home. I guess she like smuggled it out, and her dad like looked at it and was like, yeah, he makes commission off this. So that's one like red flag to me. Okay, they're trying to make money off of us, and I mean, I get that they're a small business and they have to make money, but I just don't like people that are shady like that. If you're gonna be making commission off it, just be honest. I don't know, whatever. So that's shady. Then she's taking people off the schedule, not notifying them. So I just think that they're super unethical for the way that they run their business. I'm not gonna like say what the business is. There's not that many dessert restaurants in the world, so I hope that their business fails. Like, fuck you guys. I never applied to be a dishwasher. I never interviewed to be a dishwasher. And then when I'm washing dishes, and I actually did a great job the night that I was pissed and wanted to quit, and they don't put me on the schedule. I'm like, wow. I've had jobs in the past that I, was not really happy at. I'm sure there's not that many minimum wage jobs that make people happy, but I've been willing to just kind of work there, whatever, and I didn't expect that me talking to her about being on dishes would be means for her to fire me. Like, I don't even know if that is wrongful termination, for her to fire me over me talking to her, because it's not like I was late and they called me into the office multiple times and were like, okay, you're late all the time, you're fired. So I don't know, that's all a little foggy to me. I was actually thinking about calling the Better Business Bureau and reporting them. I don't know what I would report them for. I don't even know if I can or not, but I just think that for them to fire someone without even giving them any kind of notice or any reason for them being fired, like this person who was fired in the past, he was a waiter for a while, he was like 25 or something. How can they just, I don't know, it not only like from a legal standpoint, if that's illegal to do without giving someone severance for firing them, it's just so immoral and like inhuman to do that type of shit. I had a different job that called this girl in and she was scheduled the entire week and they just told her, go home, you're fired. Like, ugh, that just sucks. I don't know, they could have told her Friday, like everyone was talking about it. They knew that they were gonna fire her, just like I'm sure my boss knew that she was gonna fire me after I had talked to her, because I could just tell the vibe was different, like she was being weird. So yeah, that's my experience being fired, I guess, if you even want to call it that, because I wasn't fired, I was just put on call. I mean, you can't really be on call for a restaurant. Like, I don't know, they don't even fill up the restaurant Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays, so their last business went out of, their last business went out of business. It was like a yogurt place or something. I mean, so hopefully they just go out of business. That would make me a little bit happier to know that they're not making $12 waffles anymore, but hopefully I find a better job that doesn't put me on call and just fires me. I'd really rather have been fired. I'd rather her taken me into the office. But the reason that she didn't do that, and I know, is because she's just too nervous of her employees, or maybe it's just me. I mean, I do have kind of like a bitchy attitude, so I don't know. I still think you could have easily said, don't bother coming in, or I'm not going to put you on the schedule, anything. So thank you for watching. I'm probably going to be posting a couple different types of videos just to see like how I like it. This is just like the easiest thing I could think of to kind of segue into posting videos, because I have never been fired from any job before, and I was so pissed when I actually did get fired. I'm kind of like cooled down from it now because I fucking hated that job anyway, but it's just very like appalling to me that they would fire me because I do good work and I always show up. So whatever, your loss.